Hello, our theme this week is self-awareness, and when I think about self-awareness, my favourite image or metaphor is this one of Russian dolls. I love the idea that we're not just one-dimensional, but we are multifaceted and multi-dimensional people, multi-layered if you like. And there are things about us that everybody sees that the people that we don't even know see. They meet us maybe once and they get an impression or an image of us, perhaps a little bit like this external one here. People who get to know us a little bit, maybe then get to know a little bit more about us. So perhaps it's like this second doll. Maybe we show a little bit more about our thoughts or our feelings or our opinions, perhaps with our acquaintances, people that we meet from time to time. They maybe see these aspects of us that we wouldn't necessarily show to the wider world. If we go a little bit deeper, then perhaps people who are friends or our wider family, they might see more of us. They might see aspects of our character that other people wouldn't see. Maybe people who spend a bit more time with us might get to see the things that annoy us or things that we feel passionately about. Our closer friends, people who are closer still, get to see even more of us. Their experience of us is perhaps quite different, and they might see things that we're not even necessarily aware of showing or revealing. So there's aspects of ourselves that are hidden to many people, but perhaps to those who are closer, perhaps our closer family, closer friends, they would see those. And then perhaps there are areas of ourselves that only our really close friends or our really close family see. Things about us that are not known to most people, that we share perhaps only with those that we know most intimately. Maybe the people who see us when we're at our very worst, or the people we share our secrets with or our deep hopes for the future. And then there are things that we perhaps keep hidden from everybody, things that are only known to us, things that we wouldn't want to show anybody else. Maybe the things that we think or the dreams that we have, maybe different aspects of who we are and what makes us tick. Beyond that, there are things perhaps that we try and hide from ourselves. Maybe things that we're ashamed of or that we don't like about ourselves, that we almost want to put aside and pretend aren't there. They're there, but we kind of try and ignore them. We don't want to see them or connect with them. And then there are those things about ourselves that perhaps we're not even aware of. Aspects of our character or our personality that are hidden from everybody. Those deeper layers of ourself, if you like, that as we get older or we come into different situations, we start to learn about or see. Sometimes when I'm in a difficult situation or I'm struggling, I suddenly find myself reacting in a certain way, and it's like I'm seeing a new layer of myself. One of my favourite Psalms in the Bible talks about God creating our inmost being, the essence of who we are, that absolutely core central part of ourselves. I just love that idea of God making that and creating it. Self-awareness is quite a tricky thing, but it's something I think that's a lifetime's work. We don't suddenly get to know ourselves. We learn more about what makes us tick. I'm guessing for many of us, this whole season of lockdown has shown us new things about ourselves. I've certainly found things that I've been surprised by, things I've struggled with that I hadn't expected to struggle with. And I've had to really look at why I'm reacting in a certain way. And when I think about self-awareness and who I'm becoming, I think there's some key things that can help us, and I just wanted to share my ABC as a way of finishing and drawing to a conclusion. The first thing I think is important is to accept ourselves. We are multi-layered, we're complex people. There are things inevitably that we don't like about ourselves, but accepting ourselves for who we are means that we can begin to change and begin to learn and grow and become all that we can be. The B of my ABC is about being yourself. Somebody once said, be yourself because everyone else is taken. And I quite like that idea. I think it's so important to try not to compare ourselves with other people, but to simply be who we are and become the best version of ourselves that we can be. And C is about choosing. I think who we are and who we become is made up of the choices we make, sometimes in the very small things in life. Who we choose to be in a particular situation, how we choose to respond to others, the good that we choose to do, the choices and decisions we make about where our life is heading. So that's my ABC of becoming. Accept yourself, be yourself, and choose in a way that will help you become the person that you want to be. These Russian dolls really help me think about self-awareness. I wonder what helps you think about who you are and what you're becoming.